The central goal is to establish a process chain, so a combination of processes that enable the conversion of CO2 as primary feedstock into valuable chemicals.
In a way, we are making something valuable from a waste, and that particularly from that waste which is, how to say, impacting our climate.
In case of CO2EXIDE, this is ethylene first, so a C2 gas, and then the ultimate final product is ethylene oxide. So you have always, in these collaborative projects, you have always the role of coordinator. Fraunhofer is the coordinator of this project. The major part of the task is to coordinate the scientific work, to follow the progress in the different work packages, and to see whether there are problems, if we are on track, if the deliverables, the reports are okay, milestones met. So that's an important task of the coordinator.
So the project is all about converting those lab scale experiments into a big scale industrial processes. So we are looking for catalyst which lowers the energy gap and helps in achieving this water oxidation to hydrogen peroxide. So it's like a screening. And then after 30 minutes, I would know, okay, out of 8 catalysts, 5 worked well for half an hour, and they were quite active for hydrogen peroxide production. And then I use those 5 catalysts and use it further for 2.5 hours and again. So it's like a competition among the different electrodes. We know there are many electrodes we have already developed, but still the main challenge in both cathodic part and anodic part is the stability.
We would like to have a stable process, that it runs for a considerable time without too much degradation of the electrocatalysts, which is very important for industrial applications. You have your electrochemical cell, you're producing ethylene and hydrogen peroxide, and these two things can be reacted to produce ethylene oxide, our targeted product.
So we use ethylene from cathode and hydrogen peroxide from anode and put it in the autoclave, conversion of ethylene to ethylene oxide. This is the last process of this whole project and one of the key component. And we screen many different catalysts which are efficient for converting ethylene to ethylene oxide.
Well, it's easy to say, but it's actually a very complicated task. It's complicated enough to get all the individual process steps running and achieve all the targets that you have. But then if you bring these process steps together and integrate them, then many other problems occur that you haven't thought about before. You know, the product of one process step has to fulfill certain requirements in order to be used as feedstock for the next one. And that's the crucial point. But in this case, you have a very complex project, you know, many different things to do. By nature, this is interdisciplinary, and you need competencies and expertise from many different partners. So one partner alone couldn't do it. It is highly collaborative, and that's actually also fun.